Howdy, folks. Super Rugby is about to get underway. Some Moana Pasifika and Chiefs action. Teams are now not out on the field yet, but yeah, my wife is kindly taking the kids to get ready for bed, so happy days for me. Sitting here watching the game. Hey Kai, mate, how's it going? Predictions for this one. Much change, like 17 changes Pasifika, Chiefs side against the Moana Pasifika side, who's had not much to do thus far. They've had COVID cases of their own. Alaram, mate, I know who you are backing, despite 17 changes to your team. Simon, man, how's it going? I'm pretty sure I picked the Chiefs by a few, but maybe not by a heck of a lot. Randy Viper says, let's go Moana. Man, the Fijian Drua game was a close one. Did you guys watch that? Daramundi, man, how's it going? Chiefs by 22. It's a fair few. Got almost that many players out, man. Starless here, let's go Moana. I think all the neutrals will be going for the teams like the Drua and the Moana Pasifika boys, eh? Mount Smart Stadium sees us get some Super Rugby. This is a bit of a sight to behold. I've just had kickoff. We'll see how we go. I'll give you guys a 10. Already past 10 seconds. Goodness me, there goes my notebook. Great start. Uh, 25 seconds right about now. So we are 25 seconds into this one. Still very early days. Scooter man, how's it going? I've been out in my garden. Just FYI. For anyone who cares. Simon Barnes, goodness gracious me. Haven't seen you for a long time, let alone Moana Pasifika. The forced Druin game was upsetting, says Randy. Alaram reckons we need bonus points from a Chiefs point of view. We'll see. No spoilers. Suffice to say, if you haven't seen the Force and Drua game, it's a cracker, worth sitting around to the 80th. Sinead, mate, so much blue. So much blue. Like on the stream? At the ground? Good to have you here though, bro. You're the only mod in so far. Didn't counties play that stadium 10 or 20 years ago? I can't remember counties playing anywhere but Pukekohe, but my memory is not the best, eh? They may have done, eh? Solid first scrum. Tawala's a bit of a unit, isn't he? On the screen, light blue and dark blue everywhere. I'm a blues man. That's probably where that came from. Plus, Super Rugby's theme seems to be more blue. Is actually probably where it came from. I was trying to find like a screen setup for Streamlabs which would work, and they were all super gamey and cheesy, so I just created a very basic one myself. Yoha, mate, how's it going? Gaspar, man, how are you? Struggling to keep up with all the rugby, Simon. There's a lot on at the moment. There's a lot on. I'm still managing to see my children despite all the rugby, mate. Someone asked me to cover the... What's the European Championship called with Georgia and Romania? Someone asked me to cover like Six Nations under 20s, and I'm like, I don't think I have any more capacity at the moment, unfortunately. Here for the inevitable webcam messages, please, man, because I can't block it on my end, without opening a browser, and my laptop's that crap that if I open a browser, the stream starts to lag. So yeah, you're my guy. Please tell me you don't have any other plans for the next 2 hours. Nice food takeaways. You're still going Blues, right, as your number one team, right? Have I got over COVID, Stalio? Yeah, man. I only had a couple of kind of crap days feeling under the weather, and then a couple of days either side of that feeling like a little bit. But yeah, all in all, pretty mild. Cannot complain at all. Blues hard. Good man. That's what I'd like to hear. Freaking mosquito. It's so small you guys can't see it. I swear there's a mosquito buzzing around. We're doing streams for the Six Nations ceremony tomorrow. I think I've got Gaza coming around for that final game. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. He reckons he might be able to get here on time. 9 o'clock in the morning. That's like 7 for you Aussies, I think. If you're on the East Coast. West Coast is substantially worse. But yeah, hopefully Gaz is going to come around for the England against France match. Why did the Blues game get cancelled? Randy, too many COVID cases, bro. Heaps of COVID. Rooster man, good morning. I love waking up to the Super Rugby. That's going to be me tomorrow with the Six Nations. Good old time zones. Still no score, folks. It's 0-0. Most of the players have been down the Moana Pasifika half, though. Yeah, hopefully, Daramundi. Hopefully. He doesn't watch a lot of Six Nations, but hopefully he'll enjoy that match. European rugby streaming page is very annoying. If you're watching it on demand, you have the score right in the middle of the match. Spoilers. Yeah, not ideal. Assuming Gaz is going to support France, he's telling me that he reckons England might win. He thinks... He didn't say it like set in stone or anything, but he just said he reckons England might win this one. I'm sure he'll tell them to run it and tackle, but I would say in all likelihood England are going to kick it and kick the leather off it. That's what they're going to do. I mean, they've picked big Freddie Stewart on that right wing. He's a fullback, very good in the air. And how tall's the French left winger? Like, yeah. Aerial ball all day long, I think. Scrum penalty for the Chiefs. Chiefs are not going to go for points. Did I watch the Force game, Novmum? I did. Cracking finish, that one. It was a good game. Gaspar, mate. Towards a new laptop. Cheers, bro. I do need a new laptop. It's on my list of things that I need. Thank you, mate. This one is... jeez, it's messy. It's doing the job for now, but bro, I appreciate that. $50 is a lot of money. I will, I'll have to start like a laptop fund. I've literally got one laptop here, which has got you guys on it. And I've got a very old laptop running Windows 7 here, which has literally just got the game on it. And that's hooked up to a monitor. So each one of them can do their individual tasks well enough. So yeah. That bloody mosquito. But yeah, man, cheers, man. I really appreciate it. If anyone doesn't know what Elron was talking about, yes, whenever my dad has come in for a live stream, he loves yelling tackle, run it, pass at the TV. So, yeah. That's it. See Bangladesh topple RSA? I did not, man. I haven't been following any of the cricket. We're almost 9 minutes through this game. I would hate to see the territory stats, but surely the Chiefs are going to crack the Moana defence here. But they defended for ages against the Crusaders too. What laptop am I looking for, Mark? I haven't even looked, man. I'm just using an old Windows one. Like, there we go. Try time. Bryn Gatlin's gone over for the first try. That was coming, man. That's been coming for ages. Yeah, territory is 75-25. That's out of date. That's at 4 minutes. But yeah, it's been all Chiefs, folks. This could be a long day at the office for Moana Pasifika, but we're only 10 minutes in. Geez, is that my kids? I can hear something. Are the Chiefs playing a full string side, Junaid? They've got like 17 guys out, but most of that is on the bench. But yeah, a bit of chopping and changing. I will update the score in a second. It's 7-0. About my laptop, basically, you know how Windows reminds you to like upgrade stuff? My one says, instead of telling me to upgrade to Windows 11, it says you can't run Windows 11. So, yeah, it doesn't bother me in that regard. I assume that's my kids laughing in the background. I thought I could hear something. Yeah. Yeah, my missus is getting them ready for bed. So, they seem to be having a good time. Clayton McMillan is the Chiefs head coach, Johan. And Warren Gatlin is the director of rugby. Novman picked the Chiefs by 30. I can't recall what I picked the Chiefs by. Probably not by that much. Oh, Liliafano winding back the clock. He's not as old as me, though, to be fair. Why am I surprised the man his age can still run? I can still run. Anyway. I only picked the Chiefs by 11, so I'm very conservative with this one. I need Moana to stay in this game. Just lost the ball, but we'll go back for the knock on. Ref just missed the blatant knock on. Did he miss it? Well, he's setting for a scrum, so I'm assuming that's it. Got the kids to bed then, Jules. My missus is doing that currently. She she agreed to bite the bullet and go through the process. So you can hear the results of her labor in the background. Poor woman. We usually take one each. Oh, knock on from Moana. Okay, no, I missed that as well. Hope that's not Lion Red. Nah, bro. Spates. Spates with the trivia, mate. Free kick. Moana just want to go. Stowers. Or is it Stowers? I would have thought Stowers. Very nice of her, Jules. Yeah, I'm in the good books today. I did a ton of gardening. So, very much in the good books. We only have to tell one of our kids to go to bed. I look forward to those days, but that being said, the kids always want to play, which is pretty nice. Like, I imagine teenagers want to tell you to F off, but it's nice having kids who are like, Dad, can we go play rugby in the front yard? That's nice. Oh, Moana lost the line out. That's a miss. Still was the sevens guy. I don't follow enough sevens to know if he's ever played sevens. I know he's played a bit of Super Rugby for the Brumbies. Can you play Rugby Challenge 4 on Xbox? No idea, mate. I haven't played Rugby Challenge since Rugby Challenge 1, and I don't have a Xbox. Maybe somebody else can help you out. Still in Chiefs 22, though. Come on, Moana. We need a try, folks. Oh, that lineup ball's messy. I still kept it. How do you get your kids to not fight each other? Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Just luck of the draw. Some days, they'll just play with each other for like 4 hours, and you're like, don't move. Like, I won't even go to the toilet to walk past their room in case they're like, hey, Dad, join our game, or then that is, for some reason, disturbs the perfect balance of my kids playing happily in whatever game they're playing. Yeah. Other days they'll just fight all day long. So, yeah. Kane's had a good season. Yeah, Kane's been good since he's been back home. He's still got his detractors over here in NZ, but dude's class. Man avoids his kids sound like parenting. Bro, I believe other parents would back me up on this. If your kids are playing happily without fighting, just leave them be. That's like the best parenting advice I could ever give. That being said, if it's too quiet, something's up. But if it's just kind of low, murmuring play without too much drama, happy days. Come on! Woo! Try time. Look at that. What a try. What a try. So relatable if my son's playing and leave him. You and me both, Rooster, mate. For my though, man, what a run that was. Got some wheels. That was great. I still think the Chiefs are going to win. But I hope it's a good contest. They needed that. They've had all this pressure. Big cutout pass from Liliafano. He just... Oh, Gatlin might as well not be there. Might as well not be there. Great try. Great try. One of my kids goes to school, Johan, mate. The other one is still in kindergarten. I am eagerly awaiting the day my daughter attends school because she will become significantly cheaper to provide education for. Because here in NZ, primary school is free, whereas kindergarten is not. 7 points apiece. Happy days. I've secretly taken photos of my kids playing together so you have proof. That's actually a good idea. I should take that of them so when they're like 16 and 18 arguing with each other, then I'll be like, bro, why can't you guys be like when you were 6 and 4? Jules' girls are still recovering from him getting annoyed while the Force play. Yeah, fair enough. My kids have got a bit of that suffering to come with the Blues in future, I am sure. Almost 20 minutes in. 19 and a half. Question for Australians in the chat. What is the country's national sport? I mean, I'm a Kiwi, so I can't really answer, but cricket seems to be the one that's universally popular across most of the states. Winter sports, it seems to depend. AFL in Melbourne and Southern Australia, South Australia. League in New South Wales and Queensland. Yeah, Aussie rules. Aussie rules in many of the states, probably even Western Australia, right? Basically all the states apart from New South Wales and Queensland. I don't know, what does Tasmania count as having, I know they got a cricket ground. Ellen, mate, you got out of bed, bro. Welcome along. You missed a cracking try from Moana Pasifika just then. Bloody inconsiderate so that he must be putting rugby on so early, bro. Six Nations, for me, tomorrow, starts at stupid o'clock. Let me have a look. Six Nations tomorrow. Oh, I better not tab away from that one. That's got the stats. It's either 2 or 3. It is 3:15. That's the first game. 3:15. Cricket's 100% the Aussies' national game time. That's the only one that I can think of from looking from the outside where it seems to be the whole country actually gets behind it. Whereas the other sports are kind of more region dependent. But whether cricket is more popular than like Aussie rules in Victoria, I don't think so. And whether cricket is more popular than league in New South Wales, I genuinely don't know. They don't compete with each other because they're different season sports, so that's kind of hard to say. I don't know. Seems like a me problem. Yeah, I know. I'll go to bed early, don't worry. I'll still be up to watch it. Lealiafano, yeah, he did look to have taken a knock. They got McClutchy on the bench, and he's a good young player. Don't think cricket is as popular as a spectator sport, but probably participation wise. The Big Bash seems to do alright, but yeah, I don't know. In New Zealand, we're simple, man. It's just rugby. Rugby kills everything else. Ooh, that's a high tackle. He might have gone over anyway. Holy cow. So Akula probably goes for the ABs, mate. I reckon. Oh, held up. Oh, close. Rugby and netball. Netball's popular, but it's still down the pecking order. It'd be probably rugby. Is league more popular than cricket? Again, they don't compete with each other, so it's hard to know. Rugby and cricket, netball. Anything else? Basketball, maybe. Now, they've got it. Not long later. Chiefs don't even look like they care. I don't even know who that guy is. I don't think the commentators know either. Look at your notes. Hamilton Burr. There you go. I don't know him. It's the first time I've ever seen him. More time, anyway. More time for the Chiefs. Heaps of rugby mates play cricket. Don't know many crickets playing league. Yeah, I suppose. At my school, a lot of the first 15 guys played rugby, played cricket in the summer. But yeah, none of the first 11 guys really tried their hand at rugby. Hamilton Burr. And commentator's curse from Justin Marshall. He's missed it, so it's 7 points to 12. Good morning, Victoria. How is it going? And nice debut try is absolutely right. Funnily enough, a Chiefs guy named Hamilton. Not a bad way to be named. It'd be like playing for the Blues and being called Auckland. Rooster. Thank you for your channel. Last year and a half, you've made rugby so much more exciting. Oh, I appreciate that, man. I just love talking rugby. In case you haven't guessed, I get that from my old man. He literally came over on Friday and talked my ear off about rugby to the point where I was like, right, we need to talk about something else. So, yeah. He sent me on a mission because since he moved house, he's not been getting his rugby magazine. So he didn't get this from February. I found it in the supermarket today. My local supermarket still had copies of it. So now that I'm free from quarantine, I bought him the February-March rugby news. So it's an old one, but am I a good son or am I a good son? I probably won't charge him for it because I'm generally pretty nice. And it's only like $10. So, yes, I'll be good. He usually brings me beer. This is a low-key good game. Yeah, it is true. Can we get score ratings out of 20? For Gazer at halftime. I could ask him. I'll ask him for a halftime match report, eh? I'll see if he sees it. He may not look at his phone. I'll see if he can send one through. Oh, man. The Moana Pasifika just hit the post with a penalty. Thought he would have got that one. Streaming the Chiefs game. Gaza can send through a halftime report if he is keen. There we go. Please start doing a Super Rugby Team of the Week. I know it's not a good time. You're like the 4th or 5th person to ask for the Super Rugby Team of the Week. I haven't been doing them, eh? Because they take time-wise, they take ages to get ready because I try not to half-ass them. Like, I go back and rewatch some match footage. I look at the stats. Just generally, it takes me a lot of effort. And to be honest, the Super Rugby viewing numbers are not great. So, yeah, I haven't been doing them thus far. But you are like the fifth person to ask. Things are a bit gusty. Yeah, it might be. This is a gardening channel with a rugby problem. You might be right, mate. I do like a wee bit of time in the garden, it must be said. Good for your vitamin D. Get out in the sun, not too long. You know, get your spade, dig some holes, make some compost. You can watch it 100 times for me. Once the Six Nations is done, I'll see how I go for time. But yeah. Maybe once we get some Trans-Tasman action, it might be easier. I'll have to start collecting some data for like a database as well. Hello from France, Victor man. I'm sure you are excited about the upcoming game. It's tomorrow for me, but I'm sure it's today for you guys, eh? Crazy, mate. How's it going? Victoria, if the comp stabilizes after COVID, settles down, then do a team of the week, but otherwise there's no point. Yeah, it's hard with all the cancelled games. If we can get the Trans-Tasman stuff going, then I'll probably be more keen. Jezza, we're going to do France and England live stream, potentially with my old man. I've asked him to come over. So, yeah. Fingers crossed. And Mark, I did watch the Drua game. That was a cracker. It's good because it leads to AB selection. Yeah, that's a fair call. When will New Zealand be back to full capacity, Darcy? Not sure. God, I hope it's soon. The franchises here in New Zealand are putting a lot of pressure on the New Zealand government because they're like, bro, everybody's getting COVID anyway. We got like 20,000 cases a day. What's the limited capacity doing? You know, people are getting COVID no matter what. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm sure there's a... is that a 50-22? Holy crap, what a kick. That's going to be 5 meters out. What was I saying? 20,000 cases a day. Yeah, basically the franchises are putting a lot of pressure on. So, we'll see. Yeah, the France one should be a bloody good game. And that was a hell of a kick. You guys were excited about that kick as I am. Okay, good to know. It's not just me. You got to appreciate a good kick, right? Look at Nico Jones there. I hope we see him get a game at some point. Ireland to win the Six Nations. It could still happen. Freddie Stewart takes a bunch of aerial balls over Gabin Villiers. Sets up the English. You never know. Come on, win the line out. Win the line out. Job done. Back to the mid. Big maul. Oh, it's collapsed. That's pretty convenient timing for that collapse, Chiefs. But I don't know. The ref's not seen anything untoward. Ireland can indeed still win the Six Nations if France lose, and or even draw. I think if Ireland get a bonus point win, or if just France lose and Ireland win, then Ireland will get it, I believe. Randy can see France choking. Oh, the Chiefs' defence holds under heaps of pressure. Well done. Thoughts on North versus South 3-match series happening every year after a World Cup to see potential AB's recruits. The only problem with more games is you get in trouble with the players' union for overworking the players. But obviously, that's the kind of game that everyone would like to see. Was that Brody? Was it Elleron? You got better eyes than I do. I have to stay with my brother for a few days until my interview. Came downstairs. He's got some league on. So you've gone back upstairs. Good man. You made the right choice. I mean, really, the right choice would have been to slap your brother upside the head and turn the rugby on, force him to watch it. But I mean, if it's his place, then yeah, be a good guest. Seen the match. What do you think about Glasgow, Edinburgh? Yeah, I haven't actually seen it, mate. I spent most of my day in the garden because I know I've got a big day tomorrow, New Zealand time, all morning watching Six Nations, which is not a bad thing. So I didn't watch any rugby this morning, my time. Nothing wrong with league. I know. We're only like 6 minutes away from half time, and it's still tight. Best rugby stat site, Dime, mate, is probably still ESPN. They don't have any of the really detailed stats, but they've got pretty much every major competition. They don't have the MLR or the top league, or whatever it's called, Japan League 1. But they've got URC, top 14, Super Rugby, Premiership, Six Nations, Autumn Games. They missed the odd game for random reasons which I don't understand. Like all of Ireland's games last year were not on there from the Autumn series for whatever reason. But yeah, very consistent. They don't do in-depth stats like ruck, speed. They don't do turnovers one. But they do all the core stuff. Run meters, clean breaks, tackles made, missed tackles, position, territory, kicks from hand, all the lovely stuff. He's changed. He used to love Union. He's gone to League. I mean, like Nice Food Takeaway said, there's certainly an appeal to League, man. It's basically like if rugby was all open play the whole time with bugger all set piece. Can you imagine if rugby did stats like hockey? I know, I would love it. I would love it. Some sites do better stats. The best used to be when Fox Sports had Super Rugby. They did the best stats for rugby that I've seen. But when Fox lost the rights to Super Rugby, obviously that went out the window. And Sinead Yar would probably, like Elleron, I would say it's still Aaron Smith is the best 9 in New Zealand. Pretty easily. I mean, I used to watch League more when I was a teen than rugby union, for sure. A young teen, especially. Like, from 10 to maybe 15. I certainly watched a lot more League. We used to go to Mount Smart, cheer on the Warriors. Okay, my dad is apparently going to send through his halftime match report, which is happy days. The speed, Richard, for League. Yeah, that's something that rugby, I think, tries to emulate in some ways, but it's a different game, so they're kind of barking up the wrong tree with some of that. Here we go. This game's starting to tick along. Ooh, penalty, not releasing. Gazza should be a pundit on Sky TV. Yeah, he's retired, but I'm sure he'd come out of retirement for that gig. Except when it goes to the bunker, it takes ages. Isn't the bunker fast? We were talking about this last night, Richard. Isn't the bunker faster than like the TMO in rugby? But people tell me it often gets stuff wrong. I'd say both league and football were more popular than rugby at your school. But weren't you in Manurua? That geography probably had a factor in that. I don't even know if my school had a league team. They probably did, but we certainly had a first 15. Bunker's worse than TMO, Randy. You'll have to tell me why. Like, very bad. How so? It's about the Satyrs game, the Moana Pasifika guys are tackling. That's where, like, after their preseason game and the Chiefs put like 60 points on them, it was worrying that they wouldn't be able to keep up with the speed. But no, they've adapted really well. When I'm not watching rugby, I'm watching league, not the Warriors. Apart from the fact that you said not the Warriors, you are pretty much saying what Gazza says. Gazza, his first choice will be pretty much any New Zealand or Aussie or whatever, any Super Rugby that's on, if it's that kind of part of the season. If that's not on, then he'll go to Rugby League, whatever NRL's on. If that's not on, then he might go to, like, I don't know, if there's a URC or a Premiership game on, he might put that on. Only Hunga High School sucked at sports. Yeah. Our first 15 was not very good. Never seen a rugby league match. You're always curious about it. Here in Argentina, rugby and it's amateur. Right. Rugby league is like, there's not really much set piece, mate. They do scrums, but they don't, it's not like an active contest. There's only 13 guys on each team. There's not a breakdown. They stop after each tackle, so in that way you can kind of think about it like American football, but it's not that slow. It's like tackle, they have to release them, they get back up again, and then just kind of go again. So it's pretty fast. It's all open play. They don't stop for lineouts. There is no lineout. Penalties are only worth, I think, 1 or 2 points. I can't remember. Drop goals likewise are depowered, so you're rewarded more for scoring tries. Chiefs built that try pretty nicely. Jesus says, when you were at school, we didn't play rugby because of religion, a Protestant Catholic thing. Man, well, we certainly didn't have that problem where I grew up. League is fast, absolutely. They don't really stop like Union does. They got 2-point drop kicks now. Okay, well that's news to me. Shows you how much I follow league. It used to be only like the golden point game breaker when I was watching it. Gets with the kick, so it's going to be 19 points to 7 at half time. Solid lead for the Chiefs without being spectacular. Still game on, but not bad from the Chiefs boys. I think the NRL changed drop goals so that if you're 40 meters back, the drop goal is worth 2 points instead of 1. What? No way. 40 plus field goals equals 2 points. No way, really? It's an interesting change. So Union steals from League, and then League steals from basketball with 3-pointers. Interesting. Do I watch State of Origin, Harrison? No. But actually, like I was talking last night, that if we should do like some live streams for other sports than Union, like State of Origin would be one that I would be willing to watch. Like maybe a Formula One race, maybe like the Super Bowl. Like State of Origin, like that's one of the few league games that I would probably be keen to watch, because that's pretty much the pinnacle of the game, right? All right, my dad has sent through a message.
G'day, McMurray. Yeah, Moana Pacific are playing alright, but they're giving away a lot of penalties. Paul Williams, he's okay at the moment. See how he goes in the second half, and up for the red. Chiefs pretty impressive. A lot of changes from last week, a lot of injuries, a lot of COVID. They look good. They look like the team to beat, actually. Yep. I was pretty impressed with the PGO Drew Western Force game. That was a really good game too. That Drew team aren't bad. Well coached. I think that if the Moana Pacifica guys can cut down the penalties, they could go a long way in this game. But we will see. The other thing I've noticed is that, Moana Pacific's defence is not bad. Stowers is doing a really good job. And it looks like they've got a few guys carrying injuries on there already, Moana Pacifica, because it's been played at a pretty hard pace. I think they've still got the ability to get a couple of tries against this Chiefs team. But I still think the Chiefs are going to win comfortably. They look good, eh? A lot of depth. I mean, this guy Hamilton Burr, mate, just an example. He's a lock for Waikato. He's not a flanker. He's playing open side. He's got a try. Yeah, they got a lot of depth. Clayton McMillan's done a really good job with the depth building for those Chiefs guys. They're pretty good. So, I better say sorry. I didn't say good guy. I must apologise. Sorry not for saying good day to your subscribers and you, McMurray. That was a bit ignorant of me. Sorry, just getting carried away there. Hope everybody's well. Hope everybody's staying care and staying safe. Take care and staying safe, I mean. Omicron, yeah, it's in New Zealand now big time. I'm afraid there is a lot of people out there that are cheating with the Omicron. But enough of that. Yes, I think this game will not go to the wire. I'm picking the Chiefs 13+. What I want to see is the Moana Pacifica just go back to their structure a bit more on the set piece and the loose. Last but not least, give their backs a bit of a run, and they may get another try or two. If the Chiefs keep up this form, they should score probably another 2, maybe 3 tries, unless there's a complete change of face, folks. And, we're not allowed crowds in here, which is disappointing. They were allowed in Australia. I think the government over here needs to relax the rules and let a few more people in, give it a bit more atmosphere. You know, we're a bit behind the times with the rest of the world. It was a bit of a shame because I think the time's come to let not a huge amount of people in, but, you know, a mild to moderate amount of people in to watch the games of rugby, because it is our number one game after all, eh? Yeah, so that is that. All Black prospects for the Chiefs, well, you know, to be fair, they should get, you know, a few players in our national team. Couldn't despise them a good game. They got a lot of talent down there. Crusaders, I'm not quite sure what's happening with the Crusaders this season. They're sort of got me puzzled a bit. The Blues, Well, the Blues are the Blues. They can be brilliant and they can be low-key, but we'll see where that goes. The Highlanders, sorry, folks. They are probably the number 5 team in New Zealand at the moment. But I still love the rugby. I love the Fiji and Drew. They play exciting stuff. The Force are not bad either. They're good at that too. Waratahs have improved. This is just a general description. So I hope everybody is taking care. And Gazamania, Roger Mania over and out. Love you guys heaps.
There you go. I asked for a halftime report and we got 5 minutes. We got a few tangents. Straight on to the ref stuff. And finishes up with All Blacks prospects. There you go. That's what happens. I mean, a lot of people mentioned that he went straight for the ref. If you've ever wondered why I don't talk much refereeing stuff, it's because my entire childhood I had my dad yelling and screaming, sometimes just at the TV, and sometimes literally at referees at grounds where they could hear him. So I've kind of had a guts full of it. I just put the ref as like a factor that you can't control most of the time. If they have absolute howlers, occasionally I'll kind of lay in as well, but I tend just to leave well enough alone because I've generally just had enough of ref going because I've had it essentially, as I said, my entire life. So, yeah, there you go. Allard, man, with the 20 quid. What a top bloke. Buy that man a bloody drink. He does. Well, I brought him his rugby magazine, but I'll see if I can get him a beer, something tomorrow, a cup of coffee, whatever. Cheers, Ellen, mate. Thank you for that. Yeah, he got some politics in there during his chat, and he skipped talking about the Hurricanes. Yeah, and he does call himself Gazamania, which essentially you guys named him. I think that was the other Morris that named him Gazamania. So, yeah. I just want to check the halftime stats. Possession is 76-24, but territory is somehow 27-73. What the hell? That's bizarre. 9 a.m. beers tomorrow? Probably not. We'll probably start with Nah, that's not right. It's just updated. Possession is 43-57 on the match stats page. And territory is 60-40. That makes more sense. We'll probably just start with coffee because it'll be 9 o'clock. Penalty count is 1-5. Yeah. Yeah, we haven't seen your Morris compatriot. Oh, his first name's just gone from my head. What is that? He's on my Patreon. Guy loves movies. Reds fan. Morris. What's his first name? It's totally gone. Totally gone. Should make a 2-man act with me and my dad on YouTube. People will pay for it. I don't know about that. Yeah. But he's a good bloke, Gazza. Someone said he reminded them of his own dad. Yeah, he's pretty much a dad's dad, isn't he? Yeah. Glenn Jackson was the worst ref. I was also not a fan of Glenn Jackson, Harrison, mate, and I'm a Blues fan, so yeah. He kind of grinded my gears. Right, someone that was Nice Food Takeaways just reminded me to go with the trivia. It is a football question. And as our man Grant would always say, oh, JP, thank you, Alad, man. Goodness me, my mind. Would say no Googling. If you don't know the answer, just take a stab. Take a stab. This is the kind of question where you can just guess. It's a sports question. It's a team question. You can just guess a team. And you may or may not get the answer. Gaz is the opposite of your dad. So your dad's a quiet, reserved, non-sports liking dad? Right. The question for the trivia is, who won European football's Champions League in 2011? 2011. So yeah, soccer football. Real Madrid, no, Starleo. Good guess. Manchester United, no. Liverpool, no. Barcelona. Jezza got it. Lautaro got it. Richard got it. There you go. Barcelona. Oh, my dad sent some more audio. What else has he got? I should have sent him a reply.
Yeah, sorry, McMurray. Forgot to mention the Hurricanes. I think the Hurricanes are a bit like the Blues. They can be brilliant, and they can be a bit low-key, but we will see where they go as well. You can add that to your subscribers list if you've got time. If you haven't, that's okay as well. Okay, sorry about missing the Hurricanes. Cheers, Gazamania, Rogermania, over and out.
Cheers, Gaza. Thanks for that halftime report and a few other things. It was good to hear from you. The team really appreciated that, and so did I. So, yeah, cheers for that. We're just sitting having a wee drink at halftime, and yeah, we'll see what happens in tomorrow's game. You guys can come over in the morning and we'll chuck the old Six Nations on. It should be a pretty interesting one. So, yep, cheers for that, Gaza. I'll talk to you again probably tomorrow. All right, take care. Damn right, he came back for the Canes, and I did not prompt him. I wonder if he was listening to his own messages and went, crap, I forgot the Canes, or maybe he just remembered. Don't know. Mr. Welshman, we're going to go with France and England tomorrow. That's the stream. And hopefully my dad's going to be here as well. I've asked him to come round. And I'll tell him, Elad. Where are we? Yeah. And by the way, our Welsh friend Elad put 20 quid into the chat and says that I owe you a beer. So don't let me forget that Elad has essentially bought you a beer. So, yeah, I can't get away with just pocketing that money myself. There you go. There you go. Right, before the second half starts, goodness me, I can't even open a freaking beer. It's wet. There we go. What's our second piece of trivia? Again, no Googling. Greasy reckons a few people might have Googled that one. Whoever just takes a stab, if they get it right, will be the right answer, I'm sure. Oh no. £20 for one beer. I can get them more than one beer. Remember, YouTube takes a cut of that. Okay. It's a sports related question. Maybe. Sports. Right. Question. What is Joey Chestnut famous for? What is Joey Chestnut famous for? That's the question. What is Joey Chestnut famous for? Just before the second half gets underway. Beer looks good. I know. It's glistening. It's just come out the fridge. Yeah, it's pretty good. Not boxing. Oh, Greg got it. Smashed at hot dog eating. Did you know that, or did you Google that? You can be honest with us. Hot dog eating. My goodness. I would have not got that. You could have given me 100 guesses and I wouldn't have got it. Hot dog eating. Those contests are bonkers if you've ever seen them. Yeah. WTF. That's exactly right. Where'd I get the hat, Elad? I had it printed. A lot of my hats I've got printed. If I'm wearing a trucker hat, I pretty much had it printed. Greg knew it. That's a random bit of information, mate. Well done. That's one of those ones where your brain just stores some pretty much useless information, and then now is its time to shine, right? Yeah, love that kind of situation. Paul wouldn't have got it in 1,000 years. Me either. Right, second half is well and truly underway, folks. My brother watches competitive eating, so I wouldn't be surprised if others do too. Yeah, exactly. There's a There's a lot of little niche sports out there. How do you get hats printed? I never heard of that happening. Well, if you want to get them embroidered, some stores do that, but it's pretty expensive. So getting hats printed, it's actually remarkably cheap. I get these done on AliExpress, of all places. I wouldn't know that you would. They're not going to last that long. They're not the best quality, but they're all right. You get what you pay for. You pick a base color and you pick the logo. So sometimes it matches. Like if you've ever seen my Queensland Reds hat, it's not the same red as the jersey because that's the situation. I picked a red that they sold, but it's not the same as the red on the jersey. Where can you watch the game, Jack? It depends where you are in the world. Whoa. Bro, the Chiefs hooker was just running in midfield. Here's trouble. Sorkula, what an offload. Unbelievable. No way. Hey, which one of the mods got that, that bot? It always happens to start a second half. Wonder why. Maybe it happens to the hour mark. Okay. Doesn't matter where I'm using Surfshark. Or nowhere's showing it for free. But on Reddit, you might be able to find some streams. What an offload, man. Peter Gus Sorkula. Unbelievable. Takes the contact and just out the back of his hand. Crazy. The most loyal subs ever are the stripper bots. Interestingly, honestly, it's literally on the hour. Oh, he's missed the conversion. 7 points to 24. Yeah, it's just on the hour that it seems to kick off. It's interesting. And yeah, Richard, that's Mount Smart Stadium. It's the Warriors. Because the Warriors are over in Australia, Mount Smart's conspicuously vacant at the moment. What a start to the half is absolutely right. Really good setup, Darmoni. That was a really nice try. Like, even if you're not a Chiefs fan, you had to like that one. That was proper nice. Nov Mums by 30 might be conservative, and my by 11 seems ridiculous. But in the first half, it seemed alright. Darmondi's 18 might be conservative as well. Starting the rugby day off right. Looking forward to see if Ireland can steal the Six Nations, Jack. Yeah, man, that's going to be a big game. That's on tomorrow for me. So, yeah. 3:15 wake up. Watch Wales score a few tries against Italy. See if Ireland can grind Scotland into oblivion, or if Scotland can somehow hand France the title. And then, in all likelihood, it'll all come down to the line on that last game. The Warriors back this season, you reckon? Victoria, I think they will get back at some point. Hey, like, once New Zealand's had COVID go through the whole country, like it is now, there doesn't seem much point in keeping the border closed. But I'm not an epidemiologist, so I don't know what the plan is. Jesse, you put me on the spot. What was the joke in the France v England preview? I probably read it because I read all the comments, but I can't think of it on the spot. I couldn't even remember JP's name. have a look. Oh, the Henry the Fifth one. I did. Yeah. No, I read that one. That got a few reactions. Yeah, I remember that. Yes. No, I did read that one. That's not a bad one. I love a bit of history. History jokes. Gotta love it. And the replies were good as well. April 12th is the opening date for New Zealand. I think that's when we're open for Aussie travel, right? But I'm not sure if that's just Kiwis to come back. I really don't know. I haven't been following it. Stelius is pretty sure the border's opening to early April. Fingers crossed. Am I going to watch stream the Waratahs Rebels? I am not, Latoro, mate. I'm going to go to bed because I got to get up tomorrow. It's stupid o'clock to watch the Six Nations, so priorities. I'll watch the Waratahs Rebels on demand tomorrow. Ellen likes the joke. Yeah, it was a good one. Just dropped the bottle cap. I'll read it for you. England are going as huge underdogs, but then again, so did Henry V at Agincourt. And look what happened there. But seriously, looking forward to this one as France have been on a mission this season. And then Craig, who sometimes pops up in the comments, said, yeah, but Henry had a pack of Welsh archers with him. The Welsh longbowmen, right? So, yeah, proper history jokes. Gotta love it. Moana Pasifika could use some ball right now. Advantage to the Chiefs. It's going to get messy, folks. Trascon, he just brought down. Junaid says to watch up. Here's trouble. Oh, man. Vai. It's just a big one-on-one. Is it Stowers that misses that? No. It is on Stowers. Come on. He's usually better than that. Good try, though. Good try. Aileron must have liked that one. It's about to be 31-7, folks. And Novmum's pick of 30 plus is even starting to look a bit conservative. Do you think the AB's management have asked to play Va'i at 6? I think it's just a needs-must situation with the players unavailable, but I could be mistaken. If France doesn't win the Six Nations, can it be considered a failure? Honestly, Lataro, mate, yes. They had the best fixtures list of everybody. They've got a really good team. They should win. I mean, no disrespect to any of the teams, but England and Ireland at home, plus Italy, which is kind of by the by, away to Scotland and Wales, they should be. Yeah, no one else had a schedule quite that nice. Although Wales pushed them bloody hard, to be fair. Everyone's underestimating Wales. Will Peter Gus play for Fiji, Adam? If I had to put money on whether he plays for New Zealand or Fiji, it'd be New Zealand. I hope he plays for Fiji. We've already got enough Lucy's. But, you know, the All Blacks. Metallic's off. 51 minutes for him. Star Wars didn't miss that one. Who plays the best away? Oh, usually the team that wins it, right? Gatland. I mean, Ireland lost away to France. England lost away to Scotland. Scotland lost away to Wales. Wales lost away to England. Everyone's losing away. So far, it's just France. Yeah, like Chester says. France probably needed that Wales game as a reminder they should be good against England now. You reckon, Victoria? Maybe, eh? I think if they had hammered Wales, then it would have put them not in a good mental position for this final game, if you know what I mean. Like maybe a bit overconfident, but they shouldn't be. They should be focused on task. Commentators were saying Peter Gus wants to play for the ABs. Would not surprise me. But man, we got so many Lucy's. Like Alaran says, Artie, Hoskins. We got Sam Kane, who's probably going to push Artie to 8. Like, bro, we got lots of Lucy's. Akira Ioane, like, yeah, we're stacked for Lucy's. England and France with full strength teams. Junaid, England are missing. France has full strength. I think England's missing a couple. To win tournaments, you need to grind out certain games. Yeah. Like, good teams can win the games they're supposed to win, but great teams are the ones that can play not 100% away from home. Maybe be the second best team and still find a way to win it, right? I mean, look at that. What was it? The 2015 semi-final the All Blacks had against South Africa? Like, that was a real grind of a game compared to the final, which was like a lot more high scoring. Papali'i, Blackadder, Frizzell, exactly, man. We're stacked. Mataele wanted to play for the ABs too, yeah. I think that's probably why he stayed as long as he did. Old man Willie boy, Craig, we were just talking about you and your comment to Jez's joke about Henry V and needing Welshmen for some help. You're stacked for the day, though. I bet you are. Well prepared. England are missing Owen Farrell, Johnny May, Yules, the lock. Yeah, they're missing Cowan Dickey, who's injured. Sinclair's still playing, if not starting. Tuilangi. Yeah, England are missing a few more. It is in the garden today. I think I was doing a good job on Mount Smart. Mount Smart pitch is holding up pretty well. Like sometimes grounds that aren't usually Union grounds tear up a lot, but now Mount Smart's looking really good. Don't think many people were missing Farrell. Interestingly, Jack, I saw something on Twitter that did some kind of correlation between England's struggles to score tries this Six Nations and how many Farrell had a hand in like last year, or maybe it was in the autumn. So maybe he is a big miss. I don't know. Got to do your COVID test for the day, Simon. All right, man. For the day. Take care, bro. Good to see you, man. Long time no see. Yeah, we'll be on for France and England, hopefully with my old man. Cannot stand the fella. You and a lot of other people, Jack. I got to admit, Owen Farrell is not not many people outside of maybe England and Saracens' favourite player. Oh, Chiefs have just turned Moana over. I'm not sure if Moana going to score any points this half, folks. England, do need England to push today. So if Farrell is actually helping, you might even miss him. Yeah, that's fair. Their midfield hasn't looked the best this Six Nations. Like Slade and other guy, Big Boot. What's his name? Used to play for Wasps. Daly, bloody hell. Yeah, Slade and Daly, I think, are two similar players to play in the midfield together. Can't decide between going to watch the game tonight with your potential new teammates or watching a stream. If you got the choice to watch with live people, you should probably watch with live people. But if that doesn't pan out, me and Gazza will be here. Elliot Daly, thank you, Jezza. Came to me in the end. Better late than never. Faris, mate, cheers for that, bro. Appreciate the kind words. Yeah, I think someone's going to go to the bin. He warned them about it. It's Christian Liliafano. Not ideal. All around, mate. Your team's going to run away with this. How far does Gazamania live from me? About 15 or 20 minutes drive. Probably 15 minutes on a Sunday morning. The problem is the other girls can't make it and it'd be just the blokes. Okay. Given the reverse situation, I wouldn't be going to watch it with a bunch of girls. Just, I don't know why. It'd be weird. So I can understand why you're having second thoughts. Even if England can repeat last week's performance, they haven't looked like scoring any tries, Craig. Yeah. They've scored... was it like 3 outside the Italy game? Yeah, it's not been free flow and attacking stuff, despite picking like a couple of Harlequins players who score tries for fun. The blokes are cool, you just don't know them yet. Yeah, that's... I don't know. You'd know better than me, but that's different. Oh, the Chiefs had lost that forward, surely. Ref's on the wrong side. I could have swore that ball came forward, but oh well. They'll go back and look at that, surely. Hurricanes are the bogey team, William. We'll have to wait and see, eh? They certainly beat my Blues. Oh no, he never lost control of it. Okay, he reached, but then usually once you reach and place it, you're not supposed to put it back again. But anyway, I'm not a ref. Gus can do no wrong. So cool is having a great season. Absolutely. Flesh, mate, how's it going? How's Portugal? How was the breakfast? I'd seen the Chiefs win, but credit where it's due, Harrison. Yeah, bro, they're playing really well. They've been all over Moana Pasifika in the second half. How's Josh Ioane with the Chiefs? He played their first game. He may have played their second game as well, but I think he was injured because he didn't play in their last game, I don't think. Shane, cover a lot of Northern Hemisphere stuff these days. I still do more Super Rugby in terms of... I do previews for the Super Rugby. I don't do previews for like the Premiership or the URC. I just kind of do a wrap-up. But yeah, Six Nations I do previews. Internationals I always do previews, reviews. There's just so much rugby on at the moment, man. The Premiership's on in England. The URC's on, which has got our South African friends in it as well. The MLR as well. I'm trying to do my bit to help the American boys out, even though those videos, it's almost like charity because they only get a couple hundred views, but I want to help grow the game if I can. And then Super Rugby is the only Southern one on at the moment, eh? Watch up, says Sinead. Oh no. What's going on? The only video I've stopped doing for Super Rugby is just the team of the week. Oh, Weber. Bro, it's just numbers. Total domination at the moment, folks. It's going to be 45. I'm just going to put it up. Why isn't Sokolo capped by Fiji? Hanjo, there's a couple of times when guys get called up but refuse the call. I know Tokiaho refused it. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case with Peter Gus, but I'm not sure. It's a good old-fashioned hiding scooter. Yeah. There's still 17 minutes to go as well. Yeah. I haven't been watching the Curry Cup, no, Adam. I haven't been watching Six Nations under-20s. Haven't been watching Super Rugby Aupiki, the women's competition. Haven't been watching the Division 2 international stuff from Europe. So there's just so much on. Big V8 show, man. Yeah, this is a messy one. The man stopped the one video we want from Super Rugby. If we get some Trans-Tasman games, I'll put it out there. But well, if it only gets 1,000 views, I'll do a team of the season, but I probably won't do a team of the week. Because honestly, I don't mean to sound like I'm precious, but I do put a lot of time into the teams of the week, eh? I guess I could just do a half-assed version, but then I'd be ashamed of my own effort. Busy doing walking videos. That's true. Although I only do the walking videos when I am going somewhere. It's like two birds with one stone thing. Like I gotta go see the doctor next Wednesday, so I'm like, right, where am I gonna go walk? The other day on Facebook, I won a competition for $100 voucher, like up in frickin' Silverdale, which is half an hour drive from me. So like on that drive, I filmed part of the drive. I got to Silverdale and I walked around with my camera, and then somewhere between Silverdale and my house, I stopped by to walk around with my camera. So it's like I don't actually go out of my way to go places. I just film it if I'm on the way. So it's kind of two birds, one stone. That's true. Right, Moana Pasifika are actually in the Chiefs 22 for about the first time in this half. Supposed to be going up to do any work the house needs, but I have to coordinate to make sure. Don't see his mother washes there. Goodness me, that sounds like Ella says, like proper ninja stuff, Craig, mate. Legit competition on Facebook, Sinead. Bro, if you're willing to sell Mark Zuckerberg your personal data and have a Facebook account, you can... Like, look at this. I won this from a Facebook competition the other day. If I can not knock over my webcam. Uncharted. Oh, not the wonderful sticker from my daughter on it. Look, Uncharted. Won it from a stupid Facebook competition. Facebook competitions, man. Victoria won some CDs that way. There you go. Right, come on, Moana. Get over the line, please. Held up. Oh, it's a try. We needed that. The game needed that. Still waiting for the Downtown Mangere video. Yeah, I need to go to Downtown Mangere at some point. Any funds need starting, Alad? Oh, there's always more stuff I need, eh? But like, what's like the number one priority? That's with a yellow card as well, by the way. Put it this way, the big project is to eventually get a garage. Because if I can get a garage, I can put a studio at the back. If I put a studio at the back, then I don't have to worry about live streaming at stupid o'clock. Because I won't wake up my kids. And if my kids come running through the lounge to go to the kitchen, which is kind of all this one room, then I don't have to worry about that crap. I've got my own space. That's the big project. Medium would be, I probably need a new laptop that can handle opening an internet browser and doing a live stream at the same time. Short-term project is I need a Moana, not a Moana, a Fijian Druid jersey at some point, bro. Like, yeah. And there's a war on in like the Ukraine, and people in Yemen don't have like clean water, and I don't know. In the scheme of things, me needing a garage seems like kind of small potatoes. Whatever it is, hope this helps. Oh, bro, you're too good. Good luck with your job interview, man. What can I say? Far too kind, bro. Way too kind. You have to let me know how you get on with the interview, seriously. Oh, I've hit the score. Junaid, yes, bro. Yeah, right. Moana actually scored. They missed the conversion. Whiteboard beer fridge. I know, that's true. Forgot about the beer fridge. Drew and a Spain jersey. Victoria, you're right. Prior to the World Cup, I'll need to get a Spain jersey because I'm determined to have every team. My dad won tickets to the 2014 Super Rugby final. Nice. Got to enter those competitions to win them. Biggest thing I've ever won is a washing machine. Have I told you the washing machine story? Tell me if I haven't told you. If you don't know the washing machine story, I will tell you the washing machine story. It's actually, like, it's not that interesting, but it's mildly interesting. Jersey, yeah, I do need to get the Spain jersey before the World Cup. Spanish kit does look pretty good. And the whiteboard fridge, yes. If I can ever get a studio, maybe I can just make my whiteboard a fridge. Okay, well, I'll tell Al the whiteboard, the washing machine story. Alaron might have heard the washing machine story. It's an oldie but a goodie. So I enter a Facebook competition for a retail of like mostly discount whiteware, so fridges, washing machines, all that kind of stuff. And they are a major sponsor of a netball competition over here. If you don't follow netball, it's mostly a sport played by women. So the competition is they're going to give 10 winners netball tickets. Right? All 10 people who are drawn will get netball tickets. And of those 10 people who win the netball tickets, on a set day and time on a weekend, you can go to the store, which is in like a big warehouse because it's a discount store. You can you go there and say you're one of the winners. You're here to collect your netball tickets, and you can participate in a netball shoot-off. So, you know, netball is just like basketball. You shoot the ball into the net, but it doesn't have a backboard. So you've got to have a little bit more skill to not rely on the backboard, right? So I'm like, hell yeah, I'm going to go enter this competition. I'm crap at netball, crap at basketball. I can't shoot to save my life. But yeah, I'm like, I'm going to go, right? So I go in, and of the 10 people drawn, only about 8 actually show up to try and win the washing machine. And I swear to God, all other 7 people who entered are all women. I'm the only dude who wants to enter this competition to win a washing machine. So the competition is they give you a minute and you got to shoot as many netballs as you can to, basically to win the prize. And I'm like 6'4", and the tallest of these women would have been like, I don't know, 5'8". So I fucking murder these women at the shooting, eh? I felt almost guilty, but like one of them was literally, my wife said, was literally giving me the fingers behind my back because, I just demolished them with the shooting. And I was like, this is like not fair. I felt bad. Just like the Chiefs have just scored another try to make Moana Pasifika feel bad. But, I felt pretty bad because it wasn't fair. I should have had to stand further back or something because I was way taller than everybody else. They even made me give a speech and I was so embarrassed. But I was like, I'm still taking the washing machine. Chiefs have just put on 50 if you're more interested in the game than my washing machine story. Yeah, that was me, mate. Yeah. Now the bus story in China. To be honest, to add a little bit more context, the first time Jesus. Just knocked my the first time I shot the netballs, I didn't actually do that well, but neither did any of the other girls. When I say I murdered them, I'm embellishing a little bit. The first time, I only got like 5 in a minute, but so did the next best girl. So we were all tied up, me and 2 other girls. And then when we had the playoff, that's when I murdered them. Absolutely murdered them. So, yeah. So I ended up winning a washing machine that I didn't actually want that much. And it's actually remarkably hard to sell a washing machine. I took it to like cash converters where you sell second-hand goods. And they weren't interested. They're like, give us PlayStations. We can't sell washing machines. But yeah, that's my washing machine story. I'll probably tell it again in a couple of years. Al Run will be still here. Yeah, to be fair, Junaid, mate, in the first round, I didn't do well at all. But I did well enough. Like, the girl who ended up losing to me and giving me the finger could have beaten me, but she choked. She had like 3 shots, and if she'd got any of them, she would have won it. But she choked. And then we had the playoff, and I just got on a rhythm. I only missed like 1. I just absolutely demolished them. Oh, sorry if I'm lagging. There's not much longer to go anyway. Hopefully I don't lag too much. It's probably the Wi-Fi. I shouldn't be on Wi-Fi. Great story. Yeah, I have my moments. I can honestly say that's the closest I've ever had to like a professional sportsman's experience of pressure, because I was having to perform in front of a group of people, a sporting act. And, you know, your heart rate does go up. So I feel sorry for all these guys who choke, especially on their debut, because, yeah, the pressure was on. And that's just me competing for a stupid washing machine, let alone, like, a professional, you know, sports person. Same story at least twice during the World Cup. We'll lock it in. Pawn shops as consoles, phones, and gold. Yeah, basically, Shane. Yeah, like, yeah, it was just my missus ended up selling it to one of her workmates who was about to move house, but we gave it to them for like not even half the price. Like, we gave it to them for so cheap. Rugby World Cup 2023. I don't like my chances. Most I won was £200 at your rugby club dinner. That's not bad. You didn't get to keep it. It went behind the bar as it always does. That's a good like tradition. Richard, mate, the South African teams are coming good, which is really pleasing, eh? I mean, it still might not happen, but I said before the start of I said when the South African teams were up north and getting beaten, I was just like, we need to wait to see how these teams go when they're back home, and the Europeans have to come down south. And I know they're without some of their Six Nations players, but I mean, I think that's just going to way the tournament pans out, eh? I reckon it's going to be hard to win in South Africa, for sure. Have to do a gardening and lawn mowing after this game. I'm pleased I do not have to. I've done my gardening for the day. I did see the Scarlets score, Alad, mate. What the hell happened to your guys? There's only a minute to go, thankfully, for Moana Pasifika. They're about to be given a break, but the Chiefs probably want one more. Paul, yes, the Chiefs are doing some ass whooping, and I was telling my washing machine story. Honestly, man, 6'4", and the next competitor is like here on me. It's just unfair. I don't think they. I don't know. To be fair, some of those girls probably played netball, and I never played netball, so... Oh, man. Just to add some salt in the wound, the Chiefs have got one right at the death. They should have made me take a step back, Victoria, I know. It was pretty unfair. Cherry on the top for Alaran's Chiefs. Maul. That's a big win, folks. Like, I don't think that's bigger than anybody expected. This is the Chiefs missing 17 players. 17 players. But there's women tell the story of it. Yeah, somewhere in New Zealand right now, there's a story. Some lady's telling her friends, and this fucking big guy just came in and mopped the floor with us. Cheating bastard. Mean jersey, 2 cents. Cheers, bro. I do love the jersey, but the result didn't go the way of those boys, unfortunately. 59. Funnily enough, I had to go to Monaco to buy this jersey because they didn't have any in stock in West Auckland. But I did it happily. Anyway, there we go. The game is done. Chiefs too good. I mean, the Chiefs did beat the Crusaders last week. We don't have the Moana Pasifika crowd. There's only their second game, so I'm not going to read too much into it other than Moana Pasifika still needs to build, and the Chiefs are a bloody good team. Bloody good team. What was my winning speech when I won the washing machine? It was like, something like, thanks for the chance to enter this competition. Sorry guys, it's probably a bit unfair that I'm so tall. I'm sure if you guys were as tall as me, one of you would have won. Thanks. And that was about it, as I awkwardly went stage left. Sinead, I should have gone with Sinead's one. Yo, trash. Smashed you. Yeah. Anyway. Alright, folks. Thanks for coming along. Yeah, very interesting wee performance from the Chiefs. Cheers, man. Especially Alad, bro. He chucked a whole chunk of change in there as well, and Gaspar as well. Yeah, I'll put that coin towards something worthwhile, thankfully. But yeah, as I said, I got Gaza coming over hopefully tomorrow morning. I'm not sure if he'll make it here for 9 o'clock, which is kickoff time over here in NZ, but either way, I'll put the game on the TV instead of on my little laptop here. So yeah, we'll see how things go. Should be a bit of fun. Take care of yourselves, people, and I hope to see some of you all tomorrow, or today for you, this afternoon, or this evening for you, tomorrow for me. Alright guys, take care of yourselves. I'll see you guys again later. And yes, Alan, I'll definitely get him a coffee, and I'll give him that rugby magazine I bought him. All right, folks. Catch you later.